Aeronautical Knights, Sky Invading Rhinos finals, please.
I feel like Sir has a very real shot here.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we saw Sky Invading Rhinos play against the Paddling and Unvaughn Conflict, and they definitely each of those games was very close and could have gone either way, just with some different decisions. I think from the Rhinos. So I mean, if they bring their A game, I think they have every chance to win here.
Who is the best dressed pilot? That is a true question. S. Eve, definite contender.
See, he's got kind of like an Alucard from Castlevania look going on. So you see, he's got kind of that black coat with the gold trim
Yeah,
and then the silver hair.
that's awesome.
I haven't played with the die system at all yet. I really need to look through and just pick out what I want to do because
I
there's so
have.
many options.
Oh, that's not cool. There we go. There we go. Cream color all the way, my friend. And he flies blind because he's a baller.
I think that's Zuka's favorite color.
Man, I need to
Cream
play
color.
with this guy. I need to play with Zuka. There's
You've
like
never played with Zuka?
I've played with him occasionally, but he's never like talked in lobby when I was around. So I feel like I'm missing
Then
a
you ha-
bunch.
I think you've played with a different Zuka then if he's not talking.
I feel like we've gotten into shenanigans once. I think Hamster was around. Looks like the game's
Yeah, I don't
starting.
see Hamster playing much anymore.
He plays at very odd times. Like you'd probably be asleep.
Wasn't he from like New Zealand? Some of those
I
New Zealand or
I don't
Australia or something.
I don't think so.
Maybe Ireland.
What? Australia, New Zealand, Ireland. What? Bit of a jump.
Well, it's like there are certain people I know in game who are similar enough that I sort of confuse them a little bit. So if he's not in New Zealand, if he's in I don't know. If he's in New Zealand, I'm confusing him with someone else who lives in Ireland. It's just all this. Can't keep track of all these nationalities. It's madness.
So we have the Admiral Quackbar rocking the Hades Artemis left side, Artemis up front, and a Banshee Carronade on the right. A Dancing Feather with Gap Mortar on the left, Gap Mortar on the right, and a Merc up front. A Rambition with Gap Mortar up front and a Flamer Flare left side. Flying Dutchman taking a dual Carronade up front and a Mortar Flamer on the left. Time to see what the Flying Dutchman can do with that, because that'll either be gimmicky enough to pull out a quick win, or Red Team will completely call him out, and then that'll be it.
Man, the dual Pyramidion is a loadout that I really like. I think it's pretty strong. Again, as I was talking earlier, Carronade's very strong on this map. You knock people down into the ground. There's all these buildings around. It's very difficult to navigate as you're falling because you just have pretty. Pilots in general have pretty poor visibility of what's below you.
Yeah.
Um,
Unless
so
you're in a
very easily
Pyramidion
you
with
can
that
just
like grate in the front part.
you see just a lot of this random stuff along the ground, like the cranes and the bridge, and just a bunch of crap. Very easy to land on one of those things and die.
Red Team coasting in. The Terminators. The Duckinators, if you will.
Quack. I will go quack.
And we've just given them a team name.
I'll be Quack.
I'll be Quack. There we go.
Yeah, I'll be Quack kind of sidling along the middle of the map here. They're keeping, well, keeping their broadsides pointed. They see the blue team now coming through this alley. Rambition now taking a lot of damage. Flying Dutchman meeting up for the Quack Bar. Looks like he's gonna go for a ram. Wants to knock his gun arcs.
And then just tar pass on the Flying Dutchman.
No, the tar.
Man, they got that engagement. That went terribly. I'm gonna be honest. That was hard to watch. Rambition getting a decent spawn. I don't know if he wants to go in though. At this point, I think it would be inadvisable.
The Rhinos, like, one Sauls is just, he's in the New York subway, he hasn't been to America, he's not familiar with the area, doesn't notice his shoelace is untied, and he walks up to the edge
and then
of
he
the tracks,
trips into the train.
As the train comes in. Yeah. No, not only, he doesn't even hit the ground, he is mid-air, the train hits him, and he just explodes.
Yeah.
And then Sieve's just standing there in just awe, and he doesn't know what to say.
He's just covered in blood. He's just covered in blood. So he jumps in front of the next train.
Yep. And that was difficult to watch.
Ducknet on the prowl
here either.
Scanning their environment.
I wonder if they saw the Rambition here. Rambition going very low. Going to try to very sneakily meet up with his ally who spawned on the other side of the map. Kind of interesting. We don't see anyone really bring shoot vent anymore. Or at least Hydro is much preferred. All the players in this game, well, not in this game. All the players who have verticality tools that we've seen today have only been Hydro. Although these junkers have chosen not to bring any sort of vertical movement, so...
Well, you're just opening yourself up to that dual carronade, so I don't blame them. I mean, if you're damaging your balloon and then you have a carronade on top of that, you're just asking for it. Rambition getting focused pretty hard.
Looks like
Quack Bar not really returning the fire,
Quack Bar
however.
is getting pretty... Blue team coasting over the Quack Bar.
Man,
rather than
these engagements have been very bizarre.
I think everyone involved needs to play more games on Periton.
They need to practice marginally more, apparently.
But I mean, it looked like they were trying to retreat from the Dancing Feather and just maybe overshot it a little bit.
I don't know why the blue team isn't focusing the Admiral Quack Bar right now. Rambition just getting hit way too much. I feel like Flying Dutchman's carronades are just not doing enough to make it viable. Dual carronade is...
Well, they are taking the Quack Bar onto the ground.
Yeah, and then what?
Not before the well, I think the plan involves the blue allies staying alive, which they have not been doing.
And then they overshoot a ram and now are eating tar. This is rough stuff. Trying to ram him into the wall, just trying to get anything. There we go, starting to get Hull against the terrain, and just he's staying alive somehow, defiantly.
Oh, Dancing Feather.
He is the punk rocker of Goyle, the Admiral Quack Bar. I will not conform to your terrain.
Well, I think he is in a moment here. But unless the Dancing Feather has something to say about it.
And yep. Oh, Flying Dutchman. That was like watching a bar brawl.
Rambition coming in. I'm not well. I mean, this could go either way.
Even
Gap Mortar versus Gap Mortar. But again, I think the Junker's going to have the advantage in 1v1 fight with Pyramidion. Wait. What's Rambition doing? Both of them are just leaving. Neither one of them wants to fight. Look at it.
They're just like, nope.
Going their separate ways. It's
Have
like
a nice
they
day.
nodded their head.
How was work today? Not bad, you?
But I'm not sure about the decision with the Dancing Feather, because the Admiral Quackbar on the other side of the map has already engaged the Flying Dutchman from a long range, so... I mean, Frogger needs to catch up here. But it looks like they're going to do that. The Rambition does not want to fight at this moment. They want to meet up. They want to make sure they are in sync before they go in. Because, I mean, really, who cares about the Backstreet Boys? NSYNC were the true boys band of the late 90s.
Oh, my childhood was a sad one. It was fraught with boy bands. That's the...
Well, I mean, as an American, like, we produced all the boy bands, so... So now, I mean, we see them again engaging kind of two 1v1
Oh,
fights.
Rambition just ate for breakfast. Mortaros.
Borderos with a little bit of motor oil.
It's just chocolate milk.
Why?
Just really terribly marketed chocolate milk.
I mean, my question, why do people even let me talk on the internet? I don't know. It seems like a pretty sketchy decision, but you sew the bed, you sleep the bed, whatever. You sleep in the bed.
My God, it's
you
like,
made.
sometime later, but
shit.
I mean,
What
it's
am I
not
even
going to be
talking
any
about?
less
So
laggy.
the Ducks have advanced. They will advance to the finals. I believe the Merrymen advanced from the other side of the bracket, if I'm not mistaken.
Gordy, you're in chat.
So we will have a Merrymen Ducks finals, but before that we will be playing the third place match between the Sky Invading Rhinos and the Aeronautical Knights, which will be on Dunes.
Alright, so it looks like we're moving to Skype, if I had to guess.
I suppose so.
Which is sad. It's a sad day for all of us. We need to use Skype. Oh, Corey says you can team speak. Yeah, sure. I'll toss. Urz, do you want to toss on the server?
Sure.
So we're just
User was moved to
setting
your channel.
up the final. That's the wrong overlay. Here we go.
Hello, hello.
Hello, Cordy. I love it when my TeamSpeak freezes. The lobby just doesn't update.
Oh, hearing myself is the most awkward thing ever.
You should be able to turn that off, the monitor.
No. I meant I had the stream still playing.
Ah.
So Merryman advanced.
Yes. Merrymen beats the Aeronautical Knights. Aeronautical Knights, the Mobula was out of position a lot, I feel, personally. You realize if you just refresh it, they've updated it, Urz?
Oh, that's me.
Oh, Papa.
Sweet. I can finally get rid of these.
Unless that's a screen cap. Yeah, they've been updating it the whole tournament.
Well,
I like how you have to refresh to figure that out.
Yeah, what's this What's this
Not live
bargain
updating.
bin software? Yeah, what is this? 2010? Come on,
God,
get your shit
damn it.
together, binary beast. So what happened in the quarterfinals match between the Glowwater Thralls and the AK? Because I think that's probably the biggest upset of the tournament.
Yeah, like it was just utterly destroying. Oh Christ, what did happen? You test. Come on, Urz, this happened all of like half an hour ago. How do you expect me to remember this stuff? So what it was it was a hyper unconventional build. They're using Hades flak on the front of a Pyramidion. Then they've got a Mobula, which from right to left is Artemis, Carousel, Hades, Carousel, Artemis. So it's kind of this mid-range thing going on. And the Glowwater Thralls early on went up and hid behind the Ark as, you know, they tried to snipe them with the Hades, etc., etc. And the Glowwaters just went like a standard Gatling mortar sort of approach.
Oh, I can't get into the game.
Can't get into the game.
Ducks versus Merriman.
Ducks versus Merriman. I thought we were doing the third place match.
Oh, okay. That would explain it.
Are we? Are we doing that one first?
I think so.
I think so. It'd be weird to run the
Are
third
people even
place
aware there's
match
a third
last.
place game? Hold on, let's go look at the organisation chat. Forgot the third place. Okay. Okay.
Hashtag Muse quality.
Oh boy. That's right. You have no idea how good it feels to just be able to sit back in my chair and not have to touch Skype.
Oh.
XSplit, and just be like, I don't care.
Man, so I'm looking at the lobby list in Guns of Icarus Online right now. There's the full Art of War team just playing a pickup game right now.
What?
They're just hanging out.
Oh, that is hilarious.
I don't know. I guess they forgot about it yesterday.
Isn't one of their contacts in that Skype chat, though?
I think so.
I have no idea. I mean, previously I know Metzger Horst was the Art of War contact for the Sunday Rumble, and I don't see him in a Skype chat right now. So unless it was someone else.
Rylix just coming online to do his third place game.
Bet you they even forgot about it too. It's always forgotten for some reason. It's like, no, we're handing out prizes. Like, hello. Well, Muse is handing out prizes. Does anybody know what the prizes are?
I know
badges
for
and stuff?
First
place?
place, you get to name a NPC in adventure mode, I think,
Oh
right?
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Is it? Or is it an AI in the game, in the skirmish mode?
Oh, it might be no.
No, not in
Is it
skirmish
an
mode.
AI?
What AI in skirmish mode? Oh,
Well,
no.
this is skirmish mode.
Well, yeah, no, that would
I mean,
be
the
that'd be
AIs
dumb.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be.
Just get lost in all the Jesuses and Betty Sue's and whatever the hell else. Random
There's a
fan
Riley.
list.
There's a Riley AI. I was super happy.
Now, the question is, which one of them is better at Guns of Icarus Online?
Almost certainly the AI. Almost certainly. That fucking thing can shoot relatively straight.
Alright, the winning team is awarded a platinum badge. Second place gets gold. Okay, second place is gold, sure. So I guess you get some badges.
People are just gonna not be able to distinguish between silver and platinum, and it's gonna lead to all sorts of confusion.
The first place winner will also get the opportunity to name AI in the game. So it's not specific as to whether it's skirmish mode AI or adventure mode AI.
Hold. I mean, if it's skirmish mode, that's pretty cool. If it's adventure mode, sorry. If it's skirmish, it'll just be lost amongst the 100 other names they have.
They just increase the likelihood that it comes up to like 80.
Well, you have to name it something really dumb so it stands out and rolls up, like Quackinator or something.
Yeah, if it was skirmish mode, I feel they'd be a lot more accepting of stupid names than adventure mode.
Yeah,
Is
we
the
named
game
the
up?
duck team the Duckinators.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay then.
they'll be Quack.
Duckinators.
Pond Net.
Oh,
Ram
God
Jam
damn
is
it, you
saying
two.
that the Sir AK game is up, but I'm not seeing it
Yeah,
here.
right.
I'm just gonna back, then matches.
Yep. Ram Jam Slams
Oh,
game.
unless he's talking about Ram Jam Slams. Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah, some clarification on that point might have been useful. Oh, it's super awkward on my side of it. We were capitalizing the password. I was sitting
yeah,
there
same, right?
So who was casting with you on the other stream?
I managed to pull Morby for a few games. The organizer of the tournaments. Look, it was really short notice.
Qwerty and Urz, do you want
Organizer
me to
Quotes.
me to get out of here so you can have full?
Doing more
Sorry,
than I've done.
that is true.
Should be
I
fine
just
there,
used to
Ram.
poking
talk in front of a
fun.
microphone. Alright. There's cool.
So we see Rhinos. Yeah, Rhinos in the game here. AK probably, it looks like, let me check here.
Please tell me they're still on.
Yeah, they're getting together in crew formation.
Cool. Both teams forgot. Good. You'll get to see the aeronautical knights do it yourself. Good. You'll get to see the insanity that is this bloody Hades build.
It sounds like a cool build.
It is. It is pretty cool. They've got some pretty mean Hades gunners as well. They're just...
Yeah.
I
That's
just
a
don't
necessity.
know if
Many
they're
people use them.
focusing... Yeah, I just don't know if they're
Yeah, we
focusing
definitely
as well
had
as they
some
should be.
interesting decision making in the Rhinos Ducks game. People not necessarily focusing on specific targets, kind of splitting their fire and not able to get kills.
Yeah. Dude, what happened in the 5v4 Ducks TFD? The hell
That-
did they pull that off?
Kind of happened. That was kind of the same thing. Basically, TFD. I mean, the Ducks were running kind of the standard gap mortar junker, and then Sammy BT with his kind of disabling Banshee Carronade, Artemis Hades. Then the TFD, they were running dual Pyramidians with Gatling Artemis, Hades Artemis. So, I mean, the issue there was that TFD definitely was at a significant disadvantage when it came to killing power, and at the very end there, when it was 4-4, the Ducks managed to split up TFT. So in a 1v1 scenario, the Ducks loadouts had just a strong advantage because they had way more killing power, and I think TFD should not have let that happen. They should have stayed together and kept focusing a single target.
Yeah.
Yeah, that end engagement, it was what, like 2 minutes long, and it was just weird, drunken
It was weird. It was
stumbling.
It was just a drunken fist fight in an Irish bar. Just just wide swing. Somebody hit the portrait on the wall. He thought it was the other guy.
Oh, God.
A beer mug flying across the room.
Here we go.
You say that as nothing happens.
I saw Frogger log in. That's what happened. Which is still
He's not in this
nothing
game,
in
though.
relation to this game, but
Yep.
Ramjam, you're filling in for the blue team?
Yeah, the entire blue team. 8v1. Let's go.
It'll be fine. It'll just be you and I'll force start the game.
I will do you proud, casting overlords. Watch me put up the dukes.
Pretty sure Ramjam's like Australian, I think.
Is he?
I think so.
I have no idea.
I heard his voice momentarily.
It'd be nice if you could set your country in your profile and then view it in game. In your it'd be nice. Then I could see if somebody's on my ship and they are not talking, and I go, "Oh, look, they have a Japanese flag." That's probably why they're not talking, because they don't speak English.
That would actually be a really useful feature.
And then I could look at Cordy's profile and be like, "That guy ain't right."
You gotta look at my profile and tell that already.
Time to view Cordy's profile. 428 matches. Somebody slacking.
Yeah,
I like how all your characters look the same.
I'm never allowed to play again.
You're not?
Never allowed to. No, because I've got 428 games. Okay, never mind. I thought it was still 420. Never mind.
Yeah, dude, 420 games. Way to sky blaze it.
420 Sky Blaze.
420, 360.
Get me some of that
hashtag
dank tar, bro.
Arashi Black Tar?
Oh, we are terrible people.
Yep.
Actually, you know what we need to do, Papa? We need to set up that stream of that. We need to do a campaign and record it and do it.
I'm totally down.
I saw you friggin' had the overlay.
Yeah, right?
Like,
I'm glad the Dev Fireside chat got a good use of that.
Yeah, but they recently changed it, dude. It's so bad. They changed the Google chat thing, so now it's like perfectly square and not rectangle, so I've got to go through and edit it.
Ugh. Oh yeah.
But then you've got that other overlay for the roleplay stream. We need to do it.
We do.
Isn't it finished?
No.
No, it's just completely stopped work on it.
Tim was last. That's Lord Dick Tim, one of the CAs in the community. He was working on a tabletop version of Goyo for us, and I think he was working on airship combat, but then put it aside for a while.
Okay.
I do not envy having to try and set up airship combat in a tabletop setting.
No. Oh, dude, the Arashi Black Tar that we got.
Oh, we were the biggest
man.
dicks. We were the worst people.
Making us eat ravens, and then was it you or Honeybad that bloody put his head over a toilet bowl and blew his brains out?
I can't remember.
Think it was you.
I think it was.
And you said some really awesome one-liner. Look, might have done some play testing of this system for Lord Dick Tim, and it might have been like the funniest stuff alive. God, we really need to get that going again. Lord Dick Tim, if you're listening, get off your ass.
So it looks like Overwatch gonna sub some players for AK.
Didn't realize that was a third place game. Yeah, not surprised.
No one ever does. They're like,
Nope.
I got booted and now we're done. Then they just leave in dejected horror.
What TeamSpeak am I on? Oh god, I'm in the Global Thralls TeamSpeak.
Yep. They're super nice when they let us use it.
The Thralls have been, very generous letting us use this for all the Sunday Rumbles because, man,
Awesome.
Skype is balls.
It is pretty balls.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like on the server side of Skype, there's some type of weird voodoo juju going on, and sometimes it, for whatever, it just starts like your voice disintegrates in the aether of space and nobody knows where it went.
Yep.
You're sounding
Some
robotic.
guy-
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
The only problem with TeamSpeak is it's got such a lower audio codec quality.
I think it's higher.
Yeah, it seems alright to me. There are a number of
disagree.
different codecs you can use with TeamSpeak, so...
Yeah, it varies. I assume, do you pay for different codecs when you set up the server?
I'm not sure. I think it also
No
depends
idea.
if you're renting it or,
Or
like buying the
running it
software to
yourself.
set it up. Yeah. Ram Jam
Hold on.
Slam saying that apparently Overwatch is going to substitute some players for the Aeronautical Knights. That seems kind of sketchy, but okay.
What color is the badge for this?
Silver?
Silver?
And then I guess the loser of this gets bronze.
Yes.
I think
That's why they're
everybody
doing a
in the
platinum.
everyone in the tournament gets bronze.
Really?
I think it's like a participation badge.
I'm gonna
after
bum
third
Muse
place.
for a platinum badge.
Yeah, we totally should. We need a caster's badge.
Right?
We've done this so often now. We need a bloody caster's badge or something we can flash everywhere.
It should be a wreath. It shouldn't even be like a coin. It should be a wreath.
Yep. It should be super different from everything else. It should be a wreath
should-
around a microphone.
There
No,
you
it
go.
should be all of our faces engraved together in the style of a boy band album cover.
Yes. Yes.
Or Mount Rushmore.
Done.
We would also settle for a Mount Rushmore-esque badge.
Mount Rushmore busts of our faces.
Just a skin for the Junker just goes right alongside the balloon.
Oh, Christ.
Ram Jam Slam reassuring us that we do in fact have an AK Overwatch team joining.
All right, so are we force starting with relics and blue team?
Possibly.
Can he take these rhinos?
I mean, they're only sky invading rhinos. So possibly.
Nafrago's
This
asking
is
if everyone,
this is legal, right?
everyone in the clan gets a badge, or just the players who participate in the tournament get a badge. I don't know. I would assume just the players who participated.
Yeah.
That makes a lot more sense.
God damn it. What board was the role-playing game posted in, Papa?
Either world or general.
God damn it. What was the topic called? I'll just search for it.
Are you talking
Just
about the
look up
CA
Diesel
thread?
Punk. Just look up Diesel Punk. No, not the CA one. The public one that Tim made. The one you're thinking of was made by Plasma Robo, who was doing a Pathfinder campaign.
A Diesel Punk Tail. Yep, got
Yeah.
it. Thank you. Has not been posted in for 60 days. So sad.
Has it really only been that long?
Yeah. For at least 60 days. Sorry. The last time he updated it, I believe, was like 24th of June. Hold on, here we go. Armor Tools, character
Yeah, that
sheet.
sounds a lot
And
more
is it my
correct.
character sheet or his character sheet? His character sheet. Ew.
You were there when we played with Fade, and he just got like insta-gibbed by this massive monster. It was pretty funny.
Wow, yeah, this thing is really bare bones. Shit.
And one of the sirs just left. Oi.
Oh.
Oi.
Okay.
Man, some of these matches are getting kind of incestuous here. We have just a separate Overwatch ship joining AK in this third place match.
I don't. Incestuous.
What happened?
Really? Like, that's... Oh, okay.
What happened in the Musosaurus Zills match? How many players
Zills
from other clans were involved in that?
Everybody except Kivias and Bubbles was pulled from other clans. They had, like, Captain Roy, Orangey, they had Cake members. It was so funny. Oh, God. There was literally just Bubbles and Kivias. And, yeah, they got destroyed. They got a kill.
Frankly,
what kind of
one
build
kill
did the Merrymen
surprises
take?
me.
Okay. They've got one Pyramidian, which is a... Oh, shit.
So the same thing as yesterday, I'm thinking, by the way you're carrying on right now.
Is it the Gap
it's got-
Mortar, Artemis, and then the switch on the other Pyramidian?
Yeah, except on the other Pyramidian they've
It's
got a
a-
Gap Carousel, and they fly it
Okay,
backwards
so it's
on the
not-
side while in close. It's terrifying. Oh, mother...
Man, this is going great.
So
Coin
it
flip
looks
for
like
third place.
whatever hosting issues Muse was experiencing have continued to today. A lot of teams complaining about lag in this tournament. Which is very unfortunate, but that's just something you have to deal with. It's part of the internet, part of online video gaming. I talked about this a little bit yesterday. You know, we're all amateur players. We play from our home networks. We play from all these different places and around the world. We're not up in like a team house with fat pipes going to the net. So I mean, stuff's gonna happen. Bits are going to get
kind of
dropped.
am.
Well,
guess.
that's what. Well, yeah.
Well, I do have like 100 megabit up and down a second.
Who was that guy who posted from
Goddamn.
Chattanooga with like 800 megabits and like everything upload and download?
I have
It
no
was
idea.
ridiculous.
Oh yeah, the one guy with the Chattanooga. Apparently, they have their own fiber system citywide. That guy's a dick.
God, internet man, like,
He needs.
and
to
I click download
package
and
up
it's
some
done.
bits. Package up some
Yep.
bits and mail it to me.
I like how
I
he was.
downloaded a 11 gig game today and it took 20 minutes.
The guy was like offering
Oh.
to rent out like server space to Muse. I can run some
Wow.
servers if you want. Like,
Oh god, internet like that would be just sensational.
Well, I don't think that helps with the issues though. Because even if his home internet is a terabit, I mean, there's going to be issues elsewhere once they leave the local network, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the issues are with latency. It's with going from New York to Seattle or going from London to New York or whatever. So it probably wouldn't solve any issues. What we just need is better latency correction code in the game, better compensation. You know, and it's hard to say how much of that is on Muse and how much of that is just limitations of the Unity platform, but...
or even the person who's hosting the company they're using.
Right. Yeah, apparently Bubbles was talking about their hosting provider was just having a little bit of a hiccup. Yes, Booyah in the chat trolling us, giving us fake scores for the finals, which of course have not started yet.
Alright. Come
Here we
on,
go.
sirs. Ready up before someone disconnects.
I feel like there's a bit of spite involved here.
There's
There's a force stop button.
What?
There's one. S.Eve.
Oh,
No.
you
No!
son of a bitch ones.
What?
You bastard.
ones?
You're the worst.
You monster.
You monster.
Oh my god, the game is starting. Whoop, whoop.
Here we go. Third place for the Muse Invitational Tournament. Duel at Dawn.
You should do it in your fake offensive Korean accent.
Nope.
I'm sorry. No. I haven't heard this.
You will
What
continue
fake
to.
offensive Korean accent? No. I have the right to know here.
One that stays off of the internet. On the LUD, we have Gap Mortar on the right, Artemis on the left with an Artemis up front. On the Flying Dutchman, we have a Hades Flak up front, Carronade Flare on the left side. On a Knights Ranger, already taking fighter, Hades Flak as well, Flamer Merc on the side, and on the Finn S, that is clever, we have a Watchafish with Flamer on either side.
Just quickly, really terrible spawn for the Knights Ranger there. Watch the ram, watch the absolute rape. There we are.
Absolutely
Ow.
eviscerating him as he goes through that.
I really don't like the Hades flak loadout, just because the Hades has a much longer effective range than the flak, and I just think the Artemis is a much better choice. Because also the Hades not as effective at taking down the whole armor as, let's say, the Gatling is, with like a Gat flak or a Gat mortar combination. The Artemis still does damage even when the whole armor is up by having that additional disabling effect.
A Lesmok loaded flak has about the same, if not longer, effective range as a Hades, though. So it all depends on where you want your engagement to occur. All right, so we're getting
Flying
Gatling from the
Dutchman
side
now.
of the Lud. Ooh, you go. Your turn.
Oh,
So I was just saying, Flying Dutchman passing over the Knights Ranger here. It looks like he's choosing to engage the Goldfish.
Vanessa is taking a bunch of hits. He needs to start making more of that Hwacha barrage as he rams backwards into that rebar, and I think that might be sealing his fate as Red Team just kind of closes in on him.
I don't know what has been with the lag issues in these 2 days.
Mine is really rubber bandy, and I don't know if it's just because I'm streaming or what.
No, I think that's what everyone's been experiencing. I'm getting a little bit of it. Maybe it's worse for you because you're farther north.
I'm not getting any, and I'm playing to the American servers.
That's because you have beast mode internet, alright? So... Knights Ranger taking damage. He's trying to slink back into the ribs. That Gat just chipping away. Flying Dutchman not really in this engagement. He's sinking pretty low. I would have liked to see him stay a bit higher there. Help close off this kill as quickly as possible. Well, it looks like it took a bit of a ram or popped hydrogen, something along those lines.
Phoenix having some difficulty coming back into this fight. Just taking a ram directly into a rib. Looks like maybe they're a little hesitant. They don't know if the Knights Ranger is going to survive this engagement or not.
Yeah, that's a definite, I don't know what the words I'm looking for are right now.
I hate that moment. You just get so lost. You're like, shit, I'm sounding like an idiot, but I just can't think of anything to say.
Knights
Flying
Ranger
Dutchman
is
and Lud doing a
surviving.
great job of keeping there. Oh, spoke too soon. Oh, the armor goes back up.
Finesse is
Wither.
flaming
Finesse
the
is
Knights.
flaming.
What is happening right now? Finesse choking under the pressure, hitting their teammate with fire. Hard to believe this is the same team that well, not exactly the same team that beat the Glowwater Thralls, but interesting.
And apparently
interesting
they're just having super bad lag.
Finesse doing a pretty good job disabling on the Flying Dutchman, though, between the Hwatch and the Flamers.
Oh, that ram went about as bad as it could have gone.
All engines down, 2 guns down, flame stack on the hull. How many? Just 1, so nothing really to be concerned about there.
Nice
Amazing
choice by
how-
the Finesse to try and take out the engines there.
Well, early on, you saw the Finesse was kind of behind the Flying Dutchman. The Lud is opting to use its long-range side, and I think if the Finesse had stayed on the other side of the Pyramidion, it would have blocked most of that long-range support fire, but now they've sidled over to the other side and taking fire from both ships. Knight's Ranger taking a really long time to get back into this fight. So maybe
And
there's
there's
some
all
type
the
of
hits
lag
on the
issue.
Finesse. All those hits is getting hull now. Led needs to get some fire in there. Flying Dutchman is taking a bunch of hits. One Watcher Barrage when that armor was down, he would have been done, but Finesse not really able to keep up with that. That's something you have to really watch. If you're not disabling, you have to time your Watcher Barrages to coincide with armor going down. Sorry, Cordy, go on.
I don't think we properly appreciated just how close they came ramming into each other. Finesse and Knight's Ranger there when both turning for Lud. It was like, oh shit! Careful, gently, tease it. Lud taking a ton of damage, armor going down, flame stacks on 2 of the engines, explosive damage just pouring into the hull, balloon going up over the armor, no idea why. Needs to get it up, getting up just as the mortar shots come in from what looks like the Knight's Ranger. And there it is, finished, beautifully done.
Flying Dutchman had a pretty good spawn there, but blue team managed to clean up his teammate fairly quickly, so they Flying Dutchman couldn't really make anything happen out of it.
Finesse is on dangerously low health. The
Yeah, and that's
Sirs
why
have
I'm
the
surprised to
advantage
see him
going into
leading.
any engagement. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like why are you in front when this team is just going to shred you like exactly what they're doing right now? Turning the side, Gatling mortars in your grill, and the armor goes back up. How in the flip did you pull that off? And doesn't matter.
I mean, when you're with a Watcher, you have that opportunity to, put some distance in between you and the other team and still get some pretty solid hits and do quite a bit of damage, but Knight's Ranger just trying to keep up with Lud, but Flying Dutchman is going to end up coming in behind him. I believe that's an Artemis on the Flying Dutchman. Nope, that's Flak. Never mind.
Finesse coming in. No. Not gonna matter if Night Ranger dies.
I mean, he's out of the fight. Finesse is starting to... Oh, well, Flying Dutchman's keeping up with him pretty well. He needs to start changing his
Yeah.
momentum and start going forward. Flying Dutchman may just overshoot this a little bit.
Oh,
Give him just enough
used
time to
his-
get those
his ex-
engines back up.
I used his explosive on the Night Ranger's armor, so it just hasn't managed to finish him off. Lud is just completely disabled at this point. There's no issue coming from him.
Also interesting, we saw the Hades taking out the Flying Dutchman's balloon there, which was probably what saved the Knight's Ranger.
Mm-hmm. But that's
Well,
not
looks
doing
like-
the...
Coming
There you go.
back up, the red team's going to focus the Finesse.
Flying Dutchman getting watched a bit.
Lud
Not much
taking a
com-
huge amount of damage.
Nice.
Getting
With-
smashed into the ship on the terrain there.
With the ass ram. Backwards.
Alright.
We've seen, I think, Wolfpack do that before, where they just charge backwards for the ram. Super bizarre, but sometimes it can yield good results.
Yeah, man. I mean, if you've got the opportunity, why not take it? Oh dear. Oh dear, Lud. Coming in. Careful, finesse.
And unfortunately, blue
Ranger.
team did not capitalize on that 2v1 situation. Both the red ships full hull health. Flying Dutchman managing to hydro out as Lud comes back in, and now they're both just putting fire on the finesse.
Knight's Hades Gunner having a bit of troubles at the medium range area, where it's starting to edge on long, so a bit harder to shoot at those ranges. Nice ram from finesse, just getting rid of Lud's arcs. However, Knight's Ranger is now subjected to maybe dual focus. However, Lud opting to keep going on finesse as the red team splits their focus. We'll see how that goes. Flying Dutchman. Go ahead, Gordy.
If he takes a ram into the terrain, he's buggered. Yep, there it is. No momentum. Wasn't just looking behind him. Should have reversed his momentum himself earlier, risen up and given him the slip. Unfortunate. Lag possibly helping each side there, as both sides are complaining about it.
All right, we gotta book it into the
Yeah,
finals
we've
here
just
and
got
get
to
that
leg
going.
it straight to the final.
I'm imagining that we're just gonna join into a cacophony as like the Merry Men and the Ducks have been singing in the lobby for half an hour and have just like the back and forth must have reached a fever pitch at this point. I'm unable to join.
What? What?
Where is it? Yeah, I tried. Some tells me someone misspelled the password.
Capitalize the first letter.
I tried that earlier.
Hold up.
No, but for this lobby, it's capitalized.
Oh, you Mick people.
All right, ready for the final match of this tournament. It's going to be a good one. It's how are the Ducks going to respond to the weird ass MM build?
I mean, it's super disable heavy, and it works if it's against heavier weapons, because then, the majority of the time their weapons are down and they can't keep up with the repairs while they're also
But
looking
on
after
the other
hull.
hand, Pyramidians versus Junkers, it's a lot easier to disable the Junkers components than the Pyramidians, so I think that maybe gives the Merrymen a little bit of advantage in the disabling war at least.
Yep, and yeah, the Junker has a very slim hull profile, so they'll have to watch for that and make sure that their gunners are on point.
Oh, also that reminds me that third place match was supposed to be on Dunes. That I forgot. Nobody said anything.
Okay.
Okay.
Here we go. There, that
Here we
wasn't this
go.
time.
I like that you're saying it now that something's actually happening this time, Papa.
Yeah. I mean, I got the timings down. Worked hard. Got my APM up.
Cold Curse asking if there's going to be a community chat afterwards. I believe there will be.
Yeah.
Oh, will they?
Dancing Feather running Gap Mortar on the left, Gap Mortar on the right with a Artemis up front, changing that. Admiral Quackbar, Artemis up front, Hades Artemis on the left, and a Banshee Carronade on the right. And I got shot rocking the Mortar Carronade up front, and then dual Artemis on the left. Broken Submarine opting to take a Merc Cannon Artemis once again, and a Gatling Carronade on the left. Interesting choice there.
Paracel.
What did I say?
It's a carousel, not a carronade.
Yep, sorry. So red
Yeah,
team.
and
Right.
I got shot opting to bring a carronade in this game against the dual junkers of the Ducks. Probably a pretty good decision.
It's what has been running all day, actually, regardless of ship.
I think, really?
Mm-hmm.
Papa,
All
was
day.
you running a carronade yesterday?
No, but build changes. The carousel being one of the changes as well. Cordy, take play-by-play, my friend.
Oh, okay. Well, we're seeing some long-range shots from the Artemis, of course. You're going to want to disable the guns as the junkers
Admiral
come in.
Quackbar taking a big bump off the rib.
Yeah, unfortunate losing those gun arcs for so long. You want to keep the constant pressure up on these guys, and you've got to charge in quick and close and quick like they have been doing. What we're going to see is is it the broken submarine? Yeah, the broken submarine is at some point going to turn its side guns when they're getting close enough, and will start to fly backwards. And if we manage to see that, it's a pretty funny thing to see. Missing every single Hades shot, so that's a huge reduction in DPS.
Oh,
Admiral
Quackbar trying to
losing
descend, but he
three
goes
guns. Oh!
right into terrain. Rough break for the Quackbar.
See, this is another thing that's going to be very difficult for the red team, is that the blue team has just they have a strong long-range advantage. The Dancing Feather does not have it just has that front Mercury, but its broadsides are old brawling gap mortar combinations, so these junkers, they need to somehow find a way that they can advance on the Pyramidians and get them into close range, but because they are junkers, they are much slower than the Pyramidians of Zill's Merry Men. So this is going to be a really tough situation for them.
And you
And
know
of course, there's the
they'll
issue.
they'll try and ride those front guns on while they're charging. We used to see the Dancing Feather take a Merc cannon with Sunderland firing, and he'd at least get a couple disables by the time they close the gap. But really not utilizing that.
If that gun's
as much as
disabled
possible.
first.
Yeah.
And I
Yep.
mean, the big issue is here, of course, that the Pyramidians can control their engage range, while the Dancing Feather and Admiral Quackbar, while they're charging, they can't be firing their DPS weapons. And so by the time they get there, they're completely disabled, like we're seeing. 4 guns disabled on the Dancing Feather, 3 on the Admiral Quackbar, engine disabled as well. Dancing Feather popping Tar Barrel to try and block out the broken submarine. And I got shot, focusing down on Dancing Feather. A little bit of a split focus. Armor going down on And I got shot. Balloon almost dead. Explosive going into And I got shot. Using the chicken foot. He's in the Tar Barrel of the Admiral Quackbar, though. The Dancing Feather, though, he needs to try and get out. Not quite managing as the Gatling shreds his hull. Admiral Quackbar's armor only just going back up. 2 engines down, so he is reduced in maneuverability. 3 guns down. He's doing very little damage either. Dancing Feather trying to come round to assist. Taking an unfortunate ram of the terrain. All of them just inside the tar, just suffering. Broken Submarine looks like he's just going to take a mulligan on this. Try to get out. And I got shot, getting a close spawn. He needs to react and get in there. He might be able to save the Broken Submarine at this rate. Admiral Quackbar, all 5 guns disabled. Opting to get engines up first.
Broken Submarine's main engine is out, so he is literally just coasting with those turning engines, trying to put as much distance in between him and Red Team as he can, but he rams into the ship. So rough start there. But he does have, I believe, 1 Artemis I saw go off there into the Admiral Quackbar. And they know that it's the weaker ship at this point, so they're going to try and focus it as much as possible. We'll see how the Broken Submarine can survive.
Broken Submarine's armor going down, trying to gain some altitude, dodge these shots, and I got shot, trying to put the long-range Artemi into the Admiral Quackbar, trying to bring down its guns, trying to stop its fire. Not quite enough, though, as the Admiral Quackbar gets the kill on Broken Submarine. Rebuilding the light gun. And I got shot, just sticking to Admiral Quackbar. Looks like he's going to back up, try and control the engage range here. But it all depends on where his ally spawns. Spawning in the ribs. He needs to get to him quick. And I got shot, needs to just pure reverse.
And I got shot
Looks like he's
opting to
actually
kerosene forward into tar. Try and get the ram on the Quackbar.
Yep, he's trying to pass underneath the Dancing Feather. Dancing Feather has done a great job of keeping his arcs on him. Gatling managing to shred the armor. Admiral Quackbar's in no real position to fire on him, though, with any sort of explosive solution. Dancing Feather not quite managing to finish off the ammo. Got shot before the armor goes back up. Broken Submarine coming in on the Dancing Feather, trying to get those guns off it, knowing the Admiral Quackbar doesn't have the gun arcs needed to take it on. Broken Submarine is, however, sitting inside some tar. Launched from the arse end of the Dancing Feather, and the... and I got shot, goes down to the Admiral Quackbar, just managing to finish it off quite nicely there. They really need to group. all these engagements have been kind of lost to that 2v1 scenario. They've got a good chance here, they've got some distance, and I got shot needs to group up with Broken Submarine. They won that first engagement where it was a 2v2. I don't believe the Admiral Crapper and the Dancing Feather knew how to deal with it early on, but they've got a bit of a better idea now. But then, of course, the Zill's Merrymen have the health advantage, so I would put this next engagement, if the blue team groups up, to the blue team.
I
That
think
is-
that my game crashed and I'm unable to rejoin.
Oh, that's really awkward. All right, Broken Submarine taking an unfortunate ram off Admiral Quackbar. Dancing Feather sticking with his side guns to it. Admiral Dancing Feather actually dropping him into some tar as well. Beautifully done. Equal parts luck and skill there. Admiral Quackbar taking a ram off the train, bringing his front guns into arc on the Broken Submarine. Dancing Feather still firing on the Broken Submarine. Broken Submarine, all components bar one engine disabled. A flame stack on the hull as well. And I got shot firing onto the Dancing Feather, using that mortar in close. Dancing Feather using his Gatling, trying to shred the and I got shot. Admiral Quackbar bringing his side guns to bear against the Broken Submarine. Broken Submarine using his side Gatling, trying to bring that armor down before engaging with the carousel. Armor goes down to the Admiral Quackbar's carronade. Balloon is, of course, shredded. Broken Submarine almost going down, almost dead. Manages to get the armor back up. Can he respond in any way to the Admiral Quackbar? No, not quite yet. Don't take a ram off that terrain. You do not need to lose the momentum right now. And I got shot coming in, trying for the ram, trying to get the arcs. Yes! No! Dies on the terrain. Save him, the balloon already down. And I got shot now under the two-ship focus. There are the explosive guns. And there is the victory for the Ducks, taking the Muse Invitational Tournament from the Merry Men.
Don't you tell me what to do?
Oh, God. Okay. Well, in case you are muted, awesome game. Like, it was interesting to see the Dancing Feather Animal Quackbar get completely surprised by the just how vicious that Merryman build was. But they consolidated and they managed to force a good 2v1 sort of a grindy scenario. Not specifically meant grind, but it was fairly close. And they just managed to do really well with it all. So, awesome showing by the Merry Men to get all that way through some bloody experienced teams and just having it snatched at the last moment by the Ducks, of course, being one of the best clans in the game, even with this sort of new team. Frogger, Sammy BT captaining their teams to victory. The Duckinators. And there it is. The Ducks claiming the platinum. Merrymen claiming the silver. The gold, sorry. The Sirs, I believe, claiming the silver. And then everybody else claiming the bronze. And we still need to harass Muse about our caster's badge. Is there anything left to say?
Community chat?
Do we want to?
I think so.
With the finalists?
So I'm gonna give a quick plug here. In 45 minutes, we will maybe be having a Sunday Rumble. Signups are still open. If anyone is, interested in playing, maybe not satisfied with the results of the games today, wants to take another shot in the competitive scene, we've got Sunday Rumble tournament that will be happening. The signups are open on the forums. We have 2 teams signed up currently. If we get 2 more, we can run a bracket. If we don't, we might run some type of exhibition match or something. But anyone who's still up and wants to play more competitive games, feel free to sign up in the Sunday Rumble thread. But I think before that, we will be having a community chat.
I'm going to take a brief moment and reboot the stream. Just
Alright, well,
because
ladies and
my
gentlemen-
Xbox shit in the bed.
Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, thank
Wait.
you very much for coming along. No? Wait?
Sorry, go ahead.
No, thank you very much for coming along and watching the Muse Invitational Tournament for the competitive scene. A reminder that the Season 2 of the competitive scene soon goes live. You can find all the rules on the forum under the competitive section or on the website under the competitive section as well. If you have any questions about the system, of course, post them there. Thank you very much for all the teams for coming along and participating in this 2-day event. Thank you to all the volunteer referees, and thank you, of course, to Papa and Urz again coming along at very short notice and casting for us and with us, and thank you for letting me join you for the grand final.
No problem.
Apart from that, we will be back shortly with the community chat. I've been quoted you, Jan.
I'm in Papa Paradox. And Urz is there somewhere?